All right, easy. Another session, boys. Another session getting better. Yeah? All right. So tonight, again, we're going to be nice and quick out here. Try to get nice and loose as much as we can before it gets too dark. And then we're going to be popping inside. We're going to be doing the pick-off and receiving drill again. I think we're going to keep that pretty much standard. The more you work on it, the more it becomes nature. And all of a sudden, we're the best pick-off guys in the country.
That's it.
So we're going to do that. We're then going to go into ground balls. So infielders will work on normal ground balls. Outfielders, Byron, probably have a talk with how to receive properly coming in on a ball.
Yep.
Once that's done, we're going to split into half young, half older, into 2 groups of tees. Do that for a while. Byron's going to switch from back and forth. That way you can get, as much coverage as he can. And then we're going to go into older guys, one group, younger guys, one group, into front toss. And that's going to be pretty much our night. Like I said, Tuesday, Thursdays, until we get the lights up, it's just going to be a lot of hitting in there because there's not much else we can do. Sundays is going to be our big activity day. All right. So, Byron, if you got anything else to say, man?
No. I mean, just let's get back to work, guys. And like I said, we're just going to follow up when we did Tuesdays to keep breaking the guys' swings down. And, going from there. So, easy.
Right. Easy.
All good.
Grab the line, start warming up, boys.
Let's get a warm-up in. Pretty chilly.
It's very cold. So, again, there's very little we can really do with the space we have, so we're going to utilize it to the best of our opportunities, So, we're going to start off with doing some ground ball receives. All right, so all the outfielders will be on this side with Byron, all the infielders on the other side with me. And what we're going to start off with is just starting probably about 5-6 feet away from us, and we're just going to be short hopping you, and you're just practicing on that initial receiving of the baseball. Okay, for those who weren't there on Sunday, we were talking about receiving the baseball not up and in, but out. Okay? Because what we want to be doing is we want to be going out towards the baseball, so that way we're getting the better hop and we're getting a momentum towards where we're throwing. Okay? So Byron will go through a little bit more with the outfielders. What would you recommend for the outfielders to work on?
Same thing. I mean, as far as receiving the ball, I mean, I'll start you guys off with how we're gonna fill the ground ball with no outs. I mean, there's different ways you can fill the ground ball with no outs and 1 out. When you got runners on, you got to do or die play, and you got to come up and charge it. You got to make sure you go ground up. But there's a few ways that we can fill the ball when there's nobody on base, and then I'll go with runners on base, and then we'll go from there. So we'll work on charging the ball, work on breaking down. Like I said, make sure we count the hops. Not just come up and come out and just be all over the place. Come in under control. Filling the ground ball. So everything starts from the ground up. So I'll be talking to you guys about all that.
All right, just straight up ground ball, straight at you. All right, put on what we're working on. Get that glove through. Give me a dummy crow hop. All right, give me a dummy crow hop at me, then ball back in the bucket. They're all going to come through you anyway.
Yeah. Dorian, Cooper, Jack, Braxton, Barry, one side. All the others on this side.
So we're going to go mix young and big old.
That's what I was trying to do.
You did not.
Did I not do
at
that?
all.
We'll just
Jack and Bailey over here.
Sorry.
Cooper and Jack over there.
There we go. Try my best. Back to me. I want you to step. So when that foot comes up, when you got this one, you're stepping. And you got to get back on plane. You got to make sure everything. So look at your feet. So when you take that, go back to your start. Now you're loading, and you're taking a step, and make sure everything's in line. All right, all the time. So feel that. So even when you're not taking hacks, just make sure you keep the repetition of just feeling that until it becomes muscle memory to you. All right. Good. You're just rushing right now. You're just rushing that top half. Your bottom half is fine. I just want you guys to hold it, but you're just coming. So more, that's the one thing we work on. Then I can work on everything else for you. But that personally look good. As long as I don't see that wrap, we can work off that back. Better. So you're wanting to rap, but it's not even so much you're rapping because you're really not really rapping so much, but you're almost overcompensating. So by you overcompensating, it's pulling you that way. That's why you're still wanting to go around. So you're right, you are coming around the ball, but it's not as bad as you really feel. It's you really and it falling off. So when you're coming like that, when you're casting out, because what you're doing is you're casting, but you're not really coming around as fast. So what you're doing, you're casting, that's all you got. But when you swing, it's making you fall off. So you got no pop in you really, but unless you get one right in the perfect spot for you. See what I'm saying? So what I want, that's it, Dory. That's it. Remember everything inside. That's Dory. Yeah, man. That's something you guys want to do. If you're talking about, you're kind of like, use that as a reset, guys. There's no straight book that everybody has to read to be a hitter. We all got our different tendencies that we do with the plate. Everybody. My job is to work with what you guys feel comfortable with. So you guys get to where you feel comfortable, then I can start tweaking off that. So if that's something you feel comfortable with, that's a time mechanism for you to keep you from feeling like that, then do it. Just make sure you're not back here, rocking all of it. Just give me, if that's a little time when you gotta get there and then you can come into it, then that's fine. But just make sure if that's a mechanism where it prevents you from leaning forward, when you do step into your load, you don't overcompensate for it. And then, like you said, on your finish, you feel like you're feeling like that as well. So make sure right now when we're getting this working, that when you hold in your finish, that you are standing tall, like you're not feeling like that. So get that feel that you're standing tall.
That a point?